Take 2. 3.
Chompy's gotten weak as time has gone on.
And wood. Not much iron left in that one.
Welcome again to just one more topic. This is the Sony E3 coverage spectacular video thing. I am Tridrachius.
I'm Rar Bagels.
And special guest appearance.
Meatloaf!
Alright, so.
Hang on. Real quick here,
I thought you were going to be...
Hi, Tiborius. No, I'm not, but I forgot something very important about the Ubisoft conference that I have to get in here.
Oh, okay.
Assassin's Creed. Why the hell did you make an emo core version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears? The original would have been fine. It was completely unnecessary.
So...
Sony Conference.
Yeah, you don't need to be bang on the table and stuff. The Sony conference, much like Microsoft's conference, was solid. However, they talked way too fucking much.
Very fucking much.
A bunch of new guys on stage, and it just kind of rambled. They showed a lot of games, and if they could slice out the talking, then they would have been able to completely fix what was going to be wrong about their conference. Unfortunately, 60 minutes of their 2-hour conference, so half of it was just talking. They started strong, they ended strong, but everything in the middle was just a clusterfuck of scattered ideas, and it really didn't help them.
It wore really heavy. I mean, it was just too much.
So it was like a carousel of 12 different nationalities, and it really kind of wore thin.
Hello?
Yeah, it was.
It's just one of those situations where they had a lot of great content to go over, but then they watered it down with all of these, all of their big executives just talking about stuff and not showing us stuff.
They almost kicked off the conference with a game called Entwined, which, what the fuck is that game? Is it a game? There was just we were not on drugs.
Magikarp.
So we were having issues understanding what was supposed to be going on.
Wings and some shit.
He turned from a fish to a dragon.
A Magikarp made out with an Articuno.
Yeah, there was a magical beaks touching moment, and then all of a sudden it was just orgasm, I guess.
Yeah, there was things. Dead Island 2 was announced, and it was an interesting trailer.
Yeah.
Dude, that was great.
It was funny. It was humorous.
Like all of them were, even though you hate them. It's fine.
I don't necessarily hate them. I've never really got into the franchise.
Yeah, but whenever you can mod a gun to make it just, electrocute the entire map just from one shot, it's pretty funny.
Well, okay.
Break it.
They obviously had, I was kind of surprised with Little Big Planet 3 for the PlayStation 4. Great cooperative game, and I'm glad to see Sony is still pushing that franchise.
Angry Bird for the win?
That's another thing. That is
Word of the conference.
That is one of the issues.
E3.
Sony's level of co-op was inferior to Microsoft's level of co-op.
It was just...
But their pre-order bonuses were very much so successful and higher tier than everyone else.
Yeah, so there's that. I do like the feature with Far Cry 4.
Yes.
Where one person can have the game, you can invite a friend to play, and they don't even have to own the game to play it. That's pretty cool.
Some sort of download client. Plus, you can also, send elephants to destroy entire villages.
Unleash the elephant.
Oh, liberate them. Sorry.
Yeah,
not destroy, liberate.
There's a difference.
I put cannons on my liberation mobile.
Dude, I'm going to hijack the shit out of some trucks while they're moving. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. GT elephant. Now, there's so many things about this conference, like PlayStation TV, a new piece of hardware, very much like Apple TV, but for PlayStation. Roku. It's a media streaming device that allows you to put the cartridge of like Vita games into it and play hundreds of Vita games onto your TV or a second screen. It also allows you to stream things from like PlayStation Now, which they boasted will have thousands of games that you can stream across multiple devices using PlayStation TV. Blah blah blah. We were one of our live audience members of the 3 mentioned Project Morpheus.
There was 5. There's like 20 of them.
Yeah, they're
40, 100, 150.
40,000. We have 40,000. Isn't that 40,000?
When
Wouldn't
that
that just
fire marshal comes in, he's going to have it.
Yes, I'm pretty sure this place can only fit like 700 people.
We can clown cars.
Okay. Anyways.
You are getting us distracted. This is why you're not on the
That's
show
not
very
true.
often, or at all. This is your first appearance. Anyway, it's late. Sony's conference has kind of made us.
It wore us down a little bit.
Yeah. So the
ending
we
brought us back
apologize.
some. They ended it with Arkham Knight and
Uncharted
4.
A Thieves' End.
Yeah. Which
won't
does
end.
he die? Does he retire? Does he do both?
It's
Does-
Liam
Yeah, I
Neeson
guess
in
if you
Soldier.
die, you've retired. So
Kind of. It's an unwilling retirement.
It's just Liam Neeson.
He's guaranteed not to get his pension. But like I said, it was a solid conference. So scattered that it watered it down to where Microsoft and Sony really had very similar conferences.
Mm-hmm.
The strengths of the Microsoft conference was able to kind of balance out the cons, and Sony's really only major flaw was the fact that they just had so many different people talking.
for so long.
Yes.
Yeah, GTA 5.
Yeah, GTA 5 took a very large portion.
Yeah.
For a single trailer.
Yeah, for a single trailer.
Cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's GTA 5, and it's a great game, and it's going to sell, and it's great that they're bringing it to PS4, but did they need to spend so long on it in a conference that was 2 hours long? I don't think so. I think they could have just really kind of... Any one of the people who were talking, they could have showed a big thing on the board and just said GTA 5 coming to PS4.
Which they did during several different areas of the conference, like with the Destiny bundle that they announced. They had a guy up there talking while things were showing up on the screen behind him. It's like they just didn't have it needed work.
Versus the other times when guys are just standing out there talking and they might put words that they said up there. Like he's like, PlayStation Plus, and it just says the words PlayStation Plus. It's not actually showing you anything. It just says PlayStation Plus.
With the
and now
logo.
he's going to talk for 30 minutes about PlayStation Plus.
Yes, PlayStation Plus is now going to be across more platforms and blah blah blah, and it just runs on.
It's all great. It's all great, but it's just boring.
Yes,
A lot of new free games, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of new free games. The Powers, which is a comic book show that they're adding to PlayStation Network.
I'm telling you, I saw Iron Man
They showed a lot of
Nick Fury.
shortly
Partnerships and stuff.
some good indie games and smaller games that are coming, and those are going to be exclusives.
Very similar to the Microsoft conference. It was like indie games, and now we're back to what we're actually doing. It's like
Indie block.
Devote more time to some of these indie titles that actually look kind of cool.
But there were some good entrances, like Grim Fandango coming back.
Yes.
Yep.
Which was a very weird intro. Tim Schafer was actually the intro for that. He wrote a note for Sony, and it was like, "My name is Sally, and I am 12 years old, and I would really like if you would bring back a game from Tim Schafer's." And he kind of mentioned Tim Schafer a couple times. Grim Fandango is coming back. But anyway.
The second letter, she was 10.
Yes. The second she was 10. The era of indie games is now.
Microsoft hated indie games when they
I don't think
released them.
I don't
Yes.
I don't like the cue cards.
On
Cue cards. I think I'm gonna nay the cue cards from here on in.
That's the cue card. We need a teleprompter. That's what we need.
Hey, we gained another live audience member, though.
Yeah, we did. That's see, people. I mean, we started with 5, we went down to 3, now we're back to 4. We are growing.
Value.
Yeah.
I am
Anyways.
Chardrakius,
I'm Rarbagels.
Meatloaf!
and this is a This was a show.
Yeah.
E3
day one
that's-
done now.
Day one is now done. I'm slowly getting
This
closer.
is a show
I-
about things. It's a
and
show.
That's why are you touching me? That oh, okay. Well,
Sorry, just